I have returned as the king. We're gonna do Doctor Who episode tier list, and I'm gonna tell you about all of them, even though you don't want to know about it. So I've made my categories almost as good as Lord of the Rings. Interesting. SOS. Segut. Eit. Oh nine. Forgotten / not seen and we won't talk about it category. Most of them are in order, but I kind of mixed up some of them, so. And they're gonna go in order. This is from the 2005 reboot, so it starts with the 9th Doctor, but that's season 1, I guess. I don't know, it's kind of confusing. So we'll start out with Rose, and this is the first episode. She meets the Doctor in here, and they fight mannequins. There's like mannequins moving around. It's pretty good. It's a classic. Is it my favorite? No, it's not. We have The Unquiet Dead. This is about Charles Dickens. They go and meet Charles Dickens, and there's ghosts that are pretty good. Also decent. Let's see. Aliens of London. We meet an immortal man. No, we don't. That's a lie. Maybe that's not a lie. I don't remember. This one is pretty good also. And that goes with World War III. And we have Dalek. This is the first time they bring back Daleks in Doctor Who. And most of these are just okay. Christopher Eccleston's not my favorite Doctor, but that's okay. And we have The Long Game also goes in there. Father's Day is where it starts to get good, I feel like. It's interesting. Rose is a bit dramatic in there, though. And then there's this 2-parter episode, The Empty Child and the Doctor Dances, where there's, like, this kid wearing, like, a gas mask. And this is the one where we meet Jack, the Immortal Man. Boomtown. Pretty good. It's all just kind of average. It's fine. I'm not a big Christopher Eccleston fan. They're decent. I'd sit and watch it, but Doctor Who only starts to get real good in these next seasons. Next, we're gonna move on to David Tennant episode, unless we find other ones. This is Christmas episode, The Christmas Invasion. He's kind of asleep for most of it. Yeah, I have nothing to add. It's pretty funny. Jackie really is the star of the show in that episode. And they also have the Christmas song on the soundtrack that's pretty good. New Earth, where you go to New York. And I don't remember it very well, honestly. I remember the memes from it a lot. Tooth and Claw is where this stuff starts to get real good. And this is where I feel like it's not an interesting category, but it's like better than these episodes. So we already have to move stuff down, I feel like. Let's see here. We'll do this one, this one, and this one are 2-parter. Okay, and then we can comfortably leave those there for now. School Reunion, really, really good as well. This one, there's like aliens that have infiltrated a school, and so they go undercover, and he runs into Sarah Jane, who was a companion of his back in classic Doctor Who, and also K9. which is really funsy. Girl in the Fireplace. This one's very like Bridgerton vibes, I guess. It was not my favorite episode. It's kind of, it has memes. It has memes, that's for sure. Rise of the Cybermen, Age of Steel is a 2-parter. This one is pretty good. Is it same level as these? Probably. Okay. This series with Rose is like, they were the episodes I watched when I was a kid on my grandma's TV because she had cable, and so it's for free. They had it free. So we have the Idiot's Lantern. This is probably one of my more favorite episodes. It's like the celebration, like the Queen's Jubilee or something. I don't really remember fully. And the like introduction of television was at the time, and people get their faces sucked off like into the TV. It's quite funny, and I just remember my sister and I were obsessed with the episode when we were younger. Let's see. Impossible Planet and the Satan Pit are a 2-parter episode. Not one I've seen in a long time. It's quite a good 2-parter, actually. But they end up on this ship in space that's like going, I want to say it's going towards the sun. I don't really remember. It's been a while. And the TARDIS like takes off and goes away, and so they're stuck on there and they think they're gonna die. But of course they don't, because clearly of course they wouldn't. Now, the next episode, Love and Monsters, this one is universally a hated Doctor Who episode. People think this is the worst Doctor Who episode. I disagree. It's not great, but I know I'm putting it in the bottom category. I don't hate it, just like I don't hate. I'm not gonna put it in bad. It's fine. It has, I don't know her name, but she is in Harry Potter. She plays Moaning Myrtle in Harry Potter, and she has glasses, and she has a very unique voice. She's in this episode, and I like this episode partially because it's like a different format from the other ones. So we watched Blank, the one with the like weeping angels in it, where it's kind of from a character's perspective from the outside of the Doctor, who knows about him or is involved, but it's not really about the Doctor, and that's kind of the same thing in this one. That's pretty cool. Fear Her is about a girl whose drawings come to life and start killing people, and it's when the Olympics are in London, and so there's the guy with the torch that's running through the town, and they have to fight all of that. Anyway, it's got some funny bits in there, but it's okay. Army of Ghosts and Doomsday is pretty good. That's a 2-parter episode. Very soul-destroying. This one hurts to watch, which is why you want to put it in not as good, but it is quite a good episode. Now we watched this episode the other day, The Runaway Bride, with Donna, and the Santa's trying to kill everyone. It is a pretty decent episode. Yeah, I put all of these above that. It's good. It's the introduction to Donna, which is why we watched it. But she disappears for a season. We have a season in between, with Martha, who is an underrated companion, and I remember watching these when I was a kid as well on the TV. Smith and Jones. The hospital gets sucked up onto the moon, and we get introduced to the Jadoon. Flo Momo Blow. That language. This is the first time that we come across those creatures, and this is a really, really good episode. It's quite funny. My computer is going to die. That is not quite cool. Okay, plugged in, fixed. Okay, so yeah, Smith and Jones, quite good. Love this episode. Next we have Gridlock. This is an episode where it's basically van life, where people are stuck in this like underground freeway in their houses, and the traffic moves so slowly that they move like 100 feet per year or something. They're like stuck, so all their lives are in this, but nobody can go to the fast lane because they get eaten by these monsters that exist in the smog. You can't really see anything because it's just disgusting. This episode is pretty good. Is it great? No. It's got some funny bits in there. I think it takes place on the same planet that New Earth is, ? We revisit this one a few times. Next one we have Daleks in Manhattan and Evolution of the Daleks, a 2-part episode. This one is in New York, and the Daleks are trying to evolve, but the way that they evolve is combined with human, and so it's not SOS, and the Daleks start turning on each other. This one has Andrew Garfield in it. Fun factoid, the guy who played one of the Spider-Mans. It's a pretty good episode. I quite like it. Is it good enough to be in this category? I don't know. That might change later, but I remember liking it the other day. Lazarus Experiment. I don't remember super well. I just remember there being a lot of fighting between Martha and her family, and a lot of strange, questionable things for a family show, let's just put it that way. Next one is 42. This one, they're actually getting sucked into the sun. Maybe this is the second time this has happened, but the sun is like alive and it starts possessing people on the ship, and in order to get through the ship, they have to answer trivia questions to like open the doors. And they complain the whole time about what a dumb security system it is. But it's actually really good. It's a good episode. It's fun. And talking of good episodes, Human Nature and Family of Blood. I rewatched this like a couple weeks ago, and this is so much better than I remember it being. Like, the writing is amazing. What happens in this is there's aliens chasing the Doctor and Martha in the TARDIS through space because the Doctor is a Time Lord. He's like a superior species. They have good technology. Their biology is just superior because they can regenerate. They don't really die. And so what he does is he turns himself into a human and erases all his memories. And they go and live in this place in the early 1900s. And to like hide from these aliens, but of course they end up having to fight, and it is difficult because the Doctor does not remember who he is. It's really good. This is one of the ones I mixed up. This is from Christopher Eccleston. This one is actually a really good episode in comparison to the other ones. This is the second episode, where he takes her, Rose, to watch the end of Earth, basically. They watch it get consumed by the sun. And there's a ton of good memes from that episode, actually, so it's pretty good. Okay, now we have Blink. This one's a classic. I don't need to explain it. Some people think it's like S tier, and that's great. I love Blink. I think it's great. Is it better than some of these other episodes? No, not in my opinion. Okay. Sound of the Drums, Last of the Time Lords. This is where we're introduced to a character called the Master, who is another Time Lord that we did not know was still alive. And he ends up becoming the Doctor's enemy, basically. 2-parter episode. Don't remember tons from it other than they like trap people and it's kind of weird. Not my favorite. You know what? We're even gonna move it down here. It has good memes. A lot of these have good memes. Okay, next one. We're moving on to season 4. This is the Christmas episode. Voyage of the Damned. We watched this one with the Titanic in space and it explodes, and almost crashes into Buckingham Palace, so I quite like that one a lot. And then these, we've watched some of these episodes here. Partners in Crime. You missed. This one's pretty good. It's very funny. Good soundtrack. Fires of Pompeii. Pretty good. Good soundtrack. Planet of the Ood. The slaves. That shouldn't be slaves. Pretty good. Good soundtrack. You've seen all of those episodes. I do not need to explain them. Next, we're going to talk about We're in Line to Watch Tomorrow, which will be the past for you at this point. Sontarm Stratagem and the Poison Sky 2-parter episode. At this moment in time, I don't remember very much, but you're going to meet Martha for the first time, which is really cool. And this one's a decent episode. Is it, like, the best thing ever? No, it's not. But it is pretty funny, so we'll put it in there. Then... oh, these got really mixed up. You know, I wish I hadn't mixed them up, because I think that it kind of ruins it. We have The Doctor's Daughter. This episode is where they find, like a ship or something that is stuck in space somewhere that's supposed to be going somewhere, and people, I don't know. I don't really remember it very much. It was kind of mid, honestly. Not my favorite, and it was a little cringy. And the woman who plays his daughter, if I remember correctly, is actually his wife in real life, so it's kind of strange. Next episode, The Unicorn and the Wasp. This one's really, really good. This is about Agatha Christie, so basically a murder mystery come to life. This episode you'll quite enjoy, I think. I think you'll find it funny. Yeah, that can stay there. And then we have, we're going to skip over these, Silence in the Library, Forest of the Dead. I'm really excited for you to watch these episodes. This is a 2-parter. This is where you first meet River Song. And all I'm going to tell you about River is that her timeline and the Doctor's timeline go in opposite directions. So this is the first time that he meets her, but this is the last time that she meets him. Like, they go opposite ways. And it really, like, breaks my mind a little bit sometimes. It's honestly kind of sad that they go opposite ways, because they're a really good duo. This episode, they go to a library that is quite in the future, and there are shadows, basically, like, that eat people. They turn them into skeletons, and it's really kind of freaky, and yeah, I probably cried watching that before. Honestly, it was quite good. Now, the next episode here that I'm going to talk about is so good. Midnight is... this one makes you want to cry. Honestly, the writing on that is amazing. Basically, they go to a planet called Midnight, and it's a vacation planet. People go there to go on these, like, tours of, there's, like, diamond rivers and stuff, and yeah, basically in the little, like, bus that he's in, there is a creature out there that possesses people, and so he normally, like, his voice is his biggest weapon, because he's mostly a pacifist, you know, he doesn't really like killing, he doesn't like to kill people, but his only weapon, his voice, is taken away because he's possessed by this creature, and it is really freaky. It is very heartbreaking. Turn Left. This story is a concept of what the world would be like without the Doctor. It was good. Did I like it? Not as much. It made me kind of sad, honestly. And then Stolen Earth and Journey's End. This is basically, this is the finisher of the season. Basically, they tie up the loose end of the underlying plot of the whole series that you didn't realize was going on until you watched these episodes. It's very good. The ending of this is destroying. This is soul destroying. This is my favorite series ever. It's so good. Okay. Then David Tennant had some like specialty episodes. We're gonna put that one there. Planet of the Dead. These ones I don't remember very well. They were decent. Do I remember them? Not really. Not very much. The End of Time. Don't know what it is at all. End of Time Part 2. He regenerates here. Now we get into the good stuff. The really, really, really good stuff. We have now Matt Smith as the Doctor. And we start out with the 11th hour. I'm really excited for you to see this episode because this is, like, where we're starting is not where I recommend people to start. 11th hour is where I recommend people to start Doctor Who if they have never seen it before. This is a god tier episode. It's almost as good as Lord of the Rings. It's very, 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 very good. Now we have The Beast Below. Second mention. This one is good. Is it as good as Midnight? No, it's not. It's a good episode. I like The Beast Below. It's a very interesting concept about, there's like this thing in space, like basically London on a spaceship, and there's like some Big Brother kind of vibes going on. And so they have to go undiscover the secrets of the ship. His companions in these ones now, it's Amy, Amelia Pond, and Rory kind of becomes a companion later on in the season. Rory is her boyfriend. 11th hour, this one is aliens invading Earth. Again, like more possession kind of, like there's weird stuff going on around Amy specifically. But it's just really funny, and an introduction to the new Doctor. Now we're gonna go, I'm gonna just throw that in there. You know what, we're just gonna move these up here. Actually, that can stay on that row. I'm trying to keep these in order, but I've messed it up. Victory of the Daleks. This is the token Dalek episode of this season. It's very good. I almost want to put it up here. The soundtrack is really amazing, but what ends up happening is Winston Churchill has the Doctor's phone number, and so he calls him up and he's like, we've got this new weapon to help us win the war, come check it out. And it ends up being a Dalek who for some reason is going around serving people tea and just acting all cool, and then there ends up being a big fight in space. It's awesome. This one's really cool. Next two, Flesh and Stone, Time of the Angels. More Weeping Angel episodes. We also have River Song returning again, and she's really funny in this. And it's a good pair. Really, it's quite good. Next we have Vampires of Venice. Let's see. I really like this episode. This is post-honeymoon. Amy and Rory are married at this point. There's kind of been an underlying plot going on where Amy has been delaying because they're in the TARDIS. They have as much time as they want. She's been delaying going to her wedding. But this is post, or no, this is not post their wedding. This is before, because Rory is like, discovers that she's been gone. This one's really good. They go to Venice because the Doctor's like, you guys need vacation. You need to go somewhere to like sort this out, and there ends up being vampires, of course. And it's really, really good. Amy's Choice. This is a mind-numbing episode a little bit. It's like, there ends up being this guy called the Dream God, the Dream Lord. That's what he calls himself. And he is playing with them, basically. There's two realities. They wake up and they're in a different one, and they don't know which one is real, and they have to decide which one is real, but they have limited time because they're either being attacked by something or they're going to freeze to death in the TARDIS. So they have to decide which reality is real in order to survive the Dream Lord. Anyway, that one's a really good episode. Would you like it? I don't know. That one's a little bit of a question mark. Now we have Hungry Earth, Cold Blood. This one's a good episode. We learn about the lizard people. I forgot what they're called. That are in the earth. This can go down here. Yeah, they discover it, and there's this big fight. But they get, like, sucked down into the center. They live in the center of the earth, basically. And I like it. I like this episode. Next we have Vincent and the Doctor. Vincent van Gogh. Painting episode. This one's quite good. I like it. I like it a lot. Yeah, there's a monster that they go to a museum and they see a monster in one of his paintings. And they're like, that wasn't there before. That seems wrong. And so they go back in time to visit Vincent and to see what the painting was. But Amy has this, like, super big standard of who Vincent van Gogh is. And also, like, you know, he's known to be a quite depressed person. And so they really reflect this in the episode. It's really quite heartbreaking. Okay. We have The Lodger. Episode with James Corden. This episode is really, really, really funny. I love it. I watch it too much. It's quite good. I love this series. Ending to this series, Pandorica opens in the Big Bang. Is it mind-numbing? Mind-bending? Yes. Does it have an amazing soundtrack? Also, yes. Basically, they discover the Pandorica. It's like Pandora's box, but it's big and it can fit a thing, and there's, like, legend about the Pandorica opening, and so all these aliens from different places show up, the Daleks, the Cybermen, all of these enemies of the Doctor, and they show up to see what's up, and then things don't turn out to be what they thought. Things are kind of strange. Let's see. Just move this here. Move this here. Now we have next series. Series 6. Also Matt Smith, Christmas Carol. I think we watched this one. I'm pretty sure we did. It's a pretty good episode. I like it. Has a good song in there. That's it. They're trying to land a ship, but they can't on the planet, so he has to convince the owner of the city to land, but he's really stingy and horrible, so the Doctor pulls a Christmas Carol. He pretends to be the ghosts of past, present, future, and convinces this man to let them land the ship on the planet before they crash. Now we have the beginning episodes of Season 6. Season 6 is, like, it hurts. There's Stephen Moffat writes a lot of these episodes, and he likes to do an underlying plot, like he did in in the previous season as well. But this one, it's even more so. It's an underrated season, but it's also not as fun to watch, just like individual episodes. You kind of have to watch it in order. And then it's good overall as a season. Fun fact, they filmed parts of these episodes at Lake Powell, and that is the only reason I want to go there. Curse of the Black Spot, they are on a pirate ship, and there's a black spot. They have to discover how to escape before they all get eaten by the siren, but turns out aliens are involved, of course, because they're always involved. Next episode is this one, The Doctor's Wife. Is really, really good. This one was written by Neil Gaiman, who wrote Good Omens, which I know we don't like him, but this is an interesting concept where the TARDIS gets put into human form. And so you get to see how the TARDIS would interact with the Doctor as a person. And they're on this weird planet that's alive. And they're all being tormented, so they have to try and escape. It's good. Rebel Flesh and Almost People 2-parter episode. This one's also really, really good. I forgot this episode existed. Basically, there's these people on Earth who have a system of cloning themselves so that they can complete work on this site that they have. I can't even remember what the work is about. But, of course, their clones become sentient and they start fighting each other because we're people too. And we want to go back and live our life, but it's also your life. It's mind-numbing. A Good Man Goes to War. This one is good. This is part of the overall plot quite a bit, as is Let's Kill Hitler, which is... both of these have River Song in it. River Song is very present in season 6. Let's see. Night Terrors. There's this little boy who is afraid of the inside of his closet, and they go inside to see what's in there. And it's a scary episode. The Girl Who Waited. This episode is really, really good. It's also heartbreaking, where they go to this planet and there's 2 doors and they go in, and it's a facility for people who have a disease where they die in a day. And so the people who have the disease go in one door, and basically their life is preserved. So the day that they're alive is stretched out over a lifetime. And then the other door, the people can go in and watch the person they love live their life. And it's a really nice concept, but of course they get split up by accident, and so Amy is left waiting there for a while. So they have to go and try and save her. The God Complex. I really like this episode also. They end up in a hotel where there's this weird rhinoceros-looking thing that possesses people, and there's every room in the hotel has different things in it, and once you find your room, that's your room or whatever, you get possessed by it's really weird. It's a weird episode, but it's good also at the same time. Now, if I'm not mistaken, the episode The Wedding of River Song goes with Good Man Goes to War, ? I don't remember the episodes as well because it's all part of the greater scheme, so I never watch them because I don't watch them in order. Now we have episode Closing Time with the Cybermen. This also has James Corden in it, and it's quite funny. I like it. It's not as good as the other one, but it's, it has its place. And then we have The Doctor, the Widow, the Wardrobe. This is another Christmas episode that I like. It's good. And I watch it more often than other ones because it is a Christmas episode. Now here, we have Asylum of the Daleks. This one is a really interesting episode, and it's where we're first introduced to Clara, who's a character who will in future become a companion of the Doctor, but he doesn't know it at the time because she is a Dalek. It's pretty good. Not fantastic. Let's just put that there. Now we have a couple of good episodes. Dinosaurs in a Spaceship. That's it. That's what the episode's about. And then we have A Town Called Mercy. This is one of my favorite episodes, as well as The Power of Three. This is kind of the ending era of Amy Rory. A Town Called Mercy takes place in the Wild West. I don't love cowboy stuff, but this episode reminds me, one, of the Good Kid song called Ground, and also a rare occasion song called Mercy Mercy, because it's a town called Mercy. Basically, there's a cyborg gunslinger who's like, there's not room for the both of us in this town, and then there's like this whole fight and everything. And then this episode, The Power of Three, is where there's an invasion of these cubes, but they just sit there. They don't do anything, and the human race just like brings them in and makes them their own after the initial shock of it. But the doctor's like, this is a bit suspicious, you know, they're trying to make you feel comfortable and make it part of your life, but it's not safe. And then we have the Angels Take Manhattan, and this one is heart-wrenching, honestly. The Weeping Angels, again, that's it. Spoilers if I say any more, but it's sad, and there's Weeping Angels. And it's the last episode with Amy and Rory, and I think you can infer what happens then. I feel like some of these are gonna move around. I know that can move up. That's been a favorite episode of mine for a long time. And Smith and Jones can move up too. That one's pretty good. Let's see. Yeah, that's good enough. Okay. Now we have Clara. Clara number 2 in the Snowman Christmas episode. I like this episode. There's evil snowmen that are attacking the city, but the doctor is sad, and so he doesn't want to help anyone anymore. But Clara basically makes him help and kind of helps cure him a little bit. Then Clara number 3 appears in The Bells of St. John. This one is where, like, AI starts sucking people in, and then they have to stop it. This one's really good. I like it. We'll put them there. Rings of Akaten is one of my favorite episodes. The thing is in the grand scheme of things, it's not even like a great episode. It's not the best thing ever. You know, there's ones that have better writing, but this one is like just like essence of Doctor Who. This one's really good. This one's gonna be my tattoo that I'm gonna get, is the Rings of Akaten episode. Cold War. This one's really good. There's like not a robot, an alien. He's from Mars. It's one of the Mars alien. He's from Mars, and they find him underwater, and then it's during the Cold War, and they have to try and escape without this alien blowing up the entire Earth because he thinks his people are dead. Hyde is pretty good. This is maybe not my favorite episode, but it's about, they're like ghost hunting basically, but then it turns out to not actually be a ghost, so. Journey to the Center of the TARDIS. Less good. It's decent. Not my favorite. It's fine. Crimson Horror. Also same boat. It's okay. It's fine. We have Nightmare in Silver. I know this was here. This one's a 2-parter, I'm pretty sure. Where did the other episode go? I think it's The Name of the Doctor. I do not remember. It's okay. It's about the Cybermen on the moon. Because there's like an amusement park, but it closed down, and yeah. Let's see. Name of the Doctor and Day of the Doctor. Day of the Doctor has tons of memes from it, but it's actually like, I don't like it. I don't think it's a good episode, actually. Now, we have entered into Peter Capaldi category. That's a duo thing. I don't know. We've entered Peter Capaldi era. Deep Breath. There's a dinosaur. There's a strange cyborg man that's sewing himself together with different parts of people. It's pretty good. Not the greatest thing ever, but it's pretty good. Into the Dalek. is pretty self-explanatory. They go into a Dalek, and what do they do? I don't really remember very much. It's fine. Robot of Sherwood. They've got Robin Hood. It was fine. Listen. This one I remember being quite a good episode. It kind of talks more about the Doctor's past. And that's it. These ones is where I start to remember less. Time Heist. This one was pretty good. I watched this when we were at the Polar Express. And it's pretty funny. It actually doesn't go that high though. Caretaker, the Caretaker. I love this episode. I love it. I love it. I love it. Basically, Clara is a teacher, and he becomes the janitor or caretaker at the school. And he says it's just a job, but she's on to him because she's like, you're never just like here for no reason. And he's like, what are you talking about? I've never met you in my life, blah, blah, blah. He's just trying to stay undercover, but he's being annoying about it. Kill the Moon. This one is actually really quite fantastic. I approve. And is it that high though? Probably not, because the next one is that high. Mummy on the Orient Express. I could watch this all day, every day. That one is such a good episode. Orient Express in space mixed with like Greek mythology and aliens. It's all awesome. I love it. Flatline is funny because the TARDIS gets shrunk, so Clara has to basically be the Doctor and do the investigating for him. Forest of the Night. This is a singular episode. This is where Forrest kind of turns up and just does whatever it does. Kind of silly. Dark Water, Death in Heaven. Very, very good two-parter episode. This is where we're introduced to Missy, who we find out that she used to be the Master, and she's actually really super funny. She's horrible, but she's funny. Last Christmas, we watched with the Face Huggers. I think it's a funny episode. Magician's Apprentice and The Witch's Familiar. I do not remember these episodes at all. I know there's lots of memes from it. I've seen the memes. I don't know what the episodes are about. This next two-parter, Under the Lake Before the Flood, super, super good. I love these episodes. This is about, I don't even know. There's like these ghosts that are like attacking this underwater base, and they have to go back in time and figure it out. They meet all these characters, and I just remember it being really good. I don't remember all the details of it very well. Girl Who Died, The Woman Who Lived. I remember this being good. Do I remember what it's about? No, I do not. Zygon Invasion, Zygon Inversion. I don't like these episodes very much. Like, they just, I don't know. It's okay. Sleep No More. Don't remember it. Face the Raven. Don't remember it. Oh, wait. Sorry, wrong line. Now this is where it gets really good. Heaven Sent is one of the best episodes ever. It is very mind-bending. It's like a Groundhog Day situation. But everything resets except for one thing. And he's being followed around this mansion that he's in by, like, an evil presence. And it's so good. This one, I don't remember, other than I remember being sad about it. I don't remember Husbands of River Song, even though I know it's supposed to be good. Mysteria, we don't talk about. Let's see. Now we go into the last season of Peter Capaldi. I really like this season with Bill. Bill is a really good character. The pilot is iconic, actually. I really quite like it. I don't know if it's quite high as interesting category. Smile's pretty good, where they go to this planet and there's these robots who are supposed to ensure that the humans on their new planet are happy, but their coding went wrong, and so if people aren't smiling, they kill them. Because they think that if you're not happy, you should just die, I guess. Knock Knock is kind of like a spookier episode. It was okay. It's fun, I guess we could put it that way. Oxygen. I remember this one being alright. Extremis. I remember being alright. Let's see. Utopia. This one, I don't really remember. I can't remember the episodes very well. Oh, this one moved down. I forgot this episode. This is a Martha episode, way back with David Tennant. Very good. They go and meet Shakespeare. And so they do like a whole combination with like Macbeth, and there's like these witches and that are trying to kill everyone. And that's what happens in Macbeth, but now it's aliens as well. Empress of Mars. We go meet the Mars people some more. That one was a pretty good episode. Let's see, the Eaters of Light. This is the two-parter. That's a two-parter with the Mars people. Let's see. I remember Thin Ice being a thing as well. Thin Ice is a very good episode. Where they go to, like, there's this fair going on because the River Thames is frozen over, but then there's, like, a monster under the ice. And there's, like a blackmailing scheme going on here. I've seen some of these. I have nothing to add. That's better. Okay, and some more Peter Capaldi ones that I don't remember super well. We're gonna just throw them all into here. I can't really read that. Okay, now we have reached the 2020... whatever, new Doctor guy. We had the sort of like special episodes. I'm going to put them in here, where they belong. I really liked the giggle. I thought it was hilarious. I showed you a clip from it with Neil Patrick Harris. I like these episodes. Are they the best? No, they're not. But they do add to the story. Now we have new season of this Doctor. I do like some of these episodes. They hadn't really settled in yet. I remember Boom being very, very good. Can go a little bit further up. Boom is where he like steps on a mine, so he has to stay there and stay balanced so that it doesn't explode him. The whole episode takes place in that area, and they learn a lot about the world. 73 Yards was kind of creepy, not gonna lie, where there's someone standing watching Ruby, who's the new companion, from 73 yards away, and spoilers, ends up being herself. Dawn Bubble. I really like this episode, actually. A lot of people didn't like it, but it is a really interesting concept and a very, very representation of the modern world. And actually, Rogue is better than Dawn Bubble, so I'm going to put that there. Rogue is actually Bridgerton vibes this time. And it makes me cry. There's like these weird like cat people that infiltrate and then they try and kill people. The Legend of Ruby Sunday. Fine. Empire of Death. Fine. They brought back a character, an evil character from classic Doctor Who. And, you know, it's cool that they brought it back. Was it necessary? Not really. Joy to the World was a Christmas episode. It was okay. Now we have the newest season with Belinda, I think that's her name. I actually liked these episodes, even though I don't remember it as well. Robot Revolution was pretty good. Lux, I liked even better. This one is they're about they go to the movies and there's this cartoon at the movie that comes to life and starts killing people. I don't know if aliens are involved. Aliens get involved less and less. Now this is personally one of my favorite episodes of the new season, The Well. This is actually takes place on the planet Midnight. They go back to Midnight, wherever that episode went. And it's so fascinating what they do with it. It was super good, and I got super excited when I found out it was Midnight. Lucky Day. I do remember this episode, and it actually, I hated it, not because it was bad, but because the characters just annoyed me. And then they brought back Ruby when they got rid of him. Now they have this one, The Story and the Engine. This one was really, really good. This was in, oh, I can't remember. It must have been India, I think is where they went. And there's like this barber shop, and they go in, and the doctor's like friends with them. But then turns out they've been possessed by like these aliens or whatever. And in order to keep the ship running through space, they have to share all these stories. And if they don't, then they get in trouble. Interstellar Song Contest. Oh boy. This one was a whopper, that's for sure. Not in the same way the Beast Below was. It's interesting, but not in an interesting way. Same with these ones. I think this was a two-part. I don't really remember very well. I'll admit, actually, now that I think about it, I don't think I've even seen that. I don't remember that. I don't remember that being an episode. We're gonna put that down there. Wish World was decent. Anyway, that's all of them. Let's go back up here, because I feel like there's some things that can move around. Let's just move some of these guys up here. Yeah, you can move up. Season 4 can move up. Definitely can move up. Actually, no. That can stay down there. Blink can move up. Blink is good. Underrated. Move Tooth and Claw and School Reunion up. I quite like those. The Caretaker can move up. I like that episode. I think that's it. So, top episodes. The 11th Hour. Angels Take Manhattan, Voyage of the Damned, Smith and Jones, Heaven Sent. I feel like there's an episode missing from here. Why do I feel like there's an episode missing? I feel like there's something wrong. Yeah, I don't know. I think I expect there to be an episode with Donna up here. And the reason there's not is because I think overall as a season, it all places higher. But my favorite episodes are from other ones. Matt Smith is a very good doctor. So that's it. You just heard me talk about Doctor Who for an hour. And I hope you skipped most of it because it's really just horrible. I think this is horrible. Anyway, that's it.